Bhairav excels in crafting an atmosphere that feels lived in and unforgiving. The action choreography is grounded and visceral, favoring realism over flamboyance. Fistfights are raw, chases are nerve-wracking, and gunplay is handled with tension rather than excess. Every sequence serves the story, pushing characters toward irreversible decisions. Cinematography leans into moody palettes and stark contrasts, using shadows and neon-lit streets to reflect the moral grayness of the world. The background score amplifies suspense without overpowering scenes, while silence is used effectively to heighten anticipation before key moments. Editing maintains a tight rhythm, ensuring the film never lingers too long without purpose. Even quieter scenes are charged with subtext, allowing the narrative to breathe while building toward explosive payoffs. ##### Themes that resonate. Beyond action, Bhairav explores themes of justice versus revenge, loyalty versus survival, and the corrosive nature of power. It asks difficult questions. Can violence ever cleanse a broken system? Is morality flexible in a world ruled by corruption? By refusing easy answers, the film invites viewers to engage with its ideas long after the credits roll. ##### Hindi dubbed appeal and audience reach. The Hindi dubbed version ensures that Bhairav reaches a wide spectrum of viewers, making its intense storytelling accessible across regions. Clear dubbing, synchronized dialogue, and maintained emotional beats help preserve the original impact, ensuring that language is no barrier to immersion. ##### Final verdict. Bhairav, 2026, stands as a compelling addition to the action thriller genre, driven by commanding performances, a gripping rivalry, and a world that feels dangerously real. Ajay Devgn and Abhishek Bachchan elevate the material with depth and intensity, turning a high-stakes narrative into a memorable cinematic experience. For fans of gritty storytelling, layered characters, and no-holds-barred Bhairav, 2026, emerges as a hard-hitting Hindi action thriller that blends raw intensity, layered characters, and a relentless narrative pace. Headlined by powerhouse performers Ajay Devgn and Abhishek Bachchan, the film promises a cinematic clash driven by moral ambiguity, vengeance, and the price of justice. With its Hindi-dubbed presentation broadening accessibility, Bhairav aims to captivate mass audiences while retaining the grit that defines modern Indian thrillers. ##### A dark, driven storyline. At the heart of Bhairav lies a city rotting beneath the surface, where power is currency and truth is a liability. Ajay Devgn steps into the role of Bhairav, a man shaped by loss and sharpened by years of operating in the shadows. He isn't a conventional hero, he's a force measured, relentless, and guided by a personal code that often clashes with the law. Opposite him, Abhishek Bachchan portrays a formidable adversary whose intelligence and influence match Bhairav's resolve. Whether positioned as a calculating kingpin, a compromised officer, or a gray-shaded power broker, Abhishek's character adds psychological tension to every encounter. Their rivalry is not just physical, it's ideological, with each man convinced his path is the only way forward. As the plot unfolds, secrets surface, alliances fracture, and the city becomes a battleground where every choice has consequences. The narrative thrives on twists that reframe motivations and challenge the audience's assumptions, keeping the tension high through its final act. ##### Performances that command the screen. Ajay Devgn brings his trademark intensity to Bhairav, delivering a performance rooted in restraint and inner conflict. His portrayal balances brute force with emotional depth, making Bhairav both fearsome and human. Devgun's command over action sequences, whether close-quarters combat or explosive set-pieces, adds authenticity and gravitas. Abhishek Bachchan counters with a performance built on